the Internet of Value at Ripple. We have a lot more in mind than just sending money across borders. It's a bit like how Amazon used to sell rare books. This market, though, is worth $10 trillion. You're at a turning point in history. You used to say that what you do for money is like what email did for communication, advancing the whole revolution ahead. You are right. Trillions of cash are parked all around the planet. RP. Is it conceivable that Ripple would take over Swift one day? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to still another 24 hours of crypto. Let's start today's show straightforwardly, since supply shock is approaching. My friendliness, our readiness for what we are going to see is lacking. That is it. In 6 months, a year from now, this is the video everyone will be returning to say, darn. He cautioned every one of us. And let me dissect this as well. XRP is trading at $2.27 at this very instant. But BitGo, supported by Goldman Sachs and billionaire Mike Novogratz, just teamed with Vivo Power to start a $100 million XRP project. They will get it using other treasury strategies. This is not derivative use of XRP. This is not payback. Future is not what this is. This is not among the alternatives. Real physical on-chain XRP being purchased and removed from circulation. We are also only discussing one entity here. Generally speaking, there is a fixed supply. Demand is growing. And Joey and I sat at a meeting not too long ago with some of the biggest institutional money in the world, trying to get savvy about crypto endowments and institutions, you know. On that day, they owned nothing. I'm not sure today whether they do, but once they hit the market, your fixed supply drives rising demand. You don't have to visit MIT to find out what is going to happen. That's roughly 45 million XRP right now that will be deducted from the 99 billion available. Sure? Circulating, give or take, little under 60 million XRP. That will be sealed and taken off public supply. Here, however, things become crazy. This is simply their first. Do you notice this? Helps with first 100 million XRP. They're original. There is yet to be the end. Just the beginning here. Treasury plans are long-term, so you must realize institutions won't flip an asset like this for a $3 turnaround either when they commit to it. Their motivation is utility rather than hype. They are betting on a multi-year upward trend. And you have not been paying close attention if you believe BitGo is moving solo. Benevolent activities abound behind the scenes. We cannot even link things together. You people know whether you have been in this ecosystem for a while. Remember, too, that BitGo actually teamed up with Crossover, K, 2 months ago, either give or take. Furthermore, pay attention to what they mentioned below. Institutions now question more about how they may effectively engage in crypto markets while preserving the same security and protections they apply in conventional finance, than about whether they should be involved in these markets. And that layer marks the last before the floodgates open. And suppose who else makes use of crossover markets and their engine? Road of hidden nature. Undiscovered road. Hidden road is the same business Ripple recently purchased not too long ago. We are not the source of the demand XRP is attracting. Now, okay? Please comprehend that. Reddit posts don't show it. Your influencers don't seem to be showing this. From Goldman Sachs, supported companies, billionaire hedge funds, and institutions with billions of dollars and trillions on standby, asking one basic inquiry, it comes, How can we effectively allocate our money into a scalable, compliant infrastructure and really reduce the risk? When 10 plus companies start declaring they will be funding an XRP treasury strategy with $100 million, find out from them what they were. If you saw Bank of America CEO Brian Moynihan recently in Davos during an interview. When they asked him about cryptocurrencies, he replied, "We will be there minute we are allowed to be in crypto. We will be present in payments." Their first concentration is on that. He is therefore eager to start. The same with BNY Mellon. I recently visited BNY Mellon to see the head of their ETF division. When I asked him what they were doing on custody, he answered, "We're already ready. The minute we're allowed to do custody without, we're going to be in problems with a bank regulator. All of us have it encoded. We are ready to leave. You are aware of that. Although this is a race against time, the truth is that retail is already done, as stated numerous times. Although it's almost done, if you're just starting out with cryptocurrencies, you better be arriving with a lot of capital. Retail has run out of funds. Now, okay? Retail has limited this industry. Today, we will see the floodgates almost entirely composed of almost blank checks penetrate this market. That's $1 billion in XRP literally collected. Even if you have 10 companies with $100 million treasure plan, and $100 million is nothing. Bloom. Calculate the numbers. Are you truly thinking XRP will remain at $2 or even $10? Not even are we discussing the token's utility value. Exactly. These organizations don't sell once they purchase. Hence, we are dealing about large supply shocks at scale. Actually, they jumped high. They created and will conduct operations on a chain, colliding it with TradFi and DeFi. These days, this is not about pricing. It's about pulling XRP from circulation to enable a financial plumbing worth several trillion dollars. Oh, wow. We are about to enter this, really. I could just sense the mood. I could see everyone. People seem to me to be simply sick and bored with these markets. And all I could say is, being in this market for 8 years and doing what I have been doing, this all should excite you. Recall, the longer it takes, the better it is for us. Not only because we're gathering more, but it will be done well. And the floodgates are really like, I don't believe you guys get, when we see the floodgates are going to open and it's going to run wild. One of the things I say inside the firm when I proactively comment on something is I'm not interested on the price of XRP over 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. I'm mostly interested in XRP's price over 3 and 5 years. Saying unequivocally, if we keep pushing the results we are generating, we will create a significant demand for XRP, since we are addressing a multi-trillion-dollar issue. These payment flows are clearly quite massive, and to the extent we keep driving success of signing more banks, showing them to how we can solve not only a connection challenge with Xcurrent, but a liquidity problem, a multi-trillion-dollar problem surrounding liquidity called XRapid. I'm really confident about longer arc of time. Also when we discuss having riches syndrome, I'm not sure how some of you people will react. Sure? Recall, $3 to $5 trillion in stable coins we are aiming at. Tokenized assets, we aim for 30 trillion. To move any of it, you also require real-time liquid. Try to guess what closes the distance. XRP. And once Ripple turns the switch and all of this comes undone for the public to see it's over, you will either be sitting on life-changing riches or sitting on the sidelines telling folks, Yeah, I used to own some XRP, and I sold it at $4.05, 67 trying to get back in cheaper. But nowadays, you know better. This is not a hypothesis, it is not a theory either. Right in front of your face is the blueprint being followed. An XRP is essentially positioned and locked down. It will be scaled by the most strong forces in the worldwide financial system. We keep